So what to wear? This one is difficult really, as everyone manages temperature differently, especially when exercising, and depends how long your training session is or how hard it is. First off, I find wearing a hat is really useful and beneficial as you lose a lot of heat through your head, and once you're warm it's easy to take off and stuff away in a pocket or a bag and keep it out of the way. I also find thin gloves a useful addition, as even if I'm wearing short sleeves t-shirt, I can still get cold fingers, and if you get cold or numb hands, this can quickly cause issues with dexterity and simple tasks, thus getting you further in problems. So again, useful to have. The key to warmth I find, and it's generally a census, is that layering is the key. And keeping wind at bay is also very useful, especially if you're a trail runner or run in more open spaces. So for me, there's lots of very expensive options out there when it comes to jackets and kit. If you have the money, there's some very nice waterproof, windproof, breathable, blah, blah, blah jackets. They're expensive if you're starting out, and they're expensive even if you're not. But I often find that with winter running, a lot of the time, a very good option is a well-fitted windproof, which will really keep a lot of the wind and chill factor off you. Can you layer it up or down depending on what the climate is? And if you get too hot, it will often take off and tie around your waist easily. These can be had for fairly sensible money and lots of different options out there. The next important thing is what you wear under the jacket. And this is where your warmth will come from. So this is very much down to personal preference again. Personally, I feel that a good quality long sleeve base layer, merino wool or a Helly Hansen or other ones, although they can be expensive, they are very good. This next to the skin will help manage your temperature and prevent you from getting cold once you start sweating or moisture appears, because it draws it away from the skin, allowing your body not to get that cold chill that you get. Then it depends on the temperature. You can then layer up with a thin fleecy mid layer on top of that, works well, or any other technical clothing mid layers that you already own. Generally, I would never run or exercise in a down jacket or anything like that, but they're perfect for leaving in a car or stuff like that if you need to get back to your vehicle, or you're traveling to and from where you're running. Next, I find very beneficial on the list are buffs. Buffs are great. They're just, if you've not come across them before, they are thin, stretchy-ish tubes of material. You can stick them over your neck and they help keep the draft out of your neck. You can also pull them up over your face and your nose, which helps if it's really cold and bitter, because it cuts some of the temperature out of the air that you're breathing. For what they cost, they should be in almost everybody's bag and access. So now you've done the top half, I feel the bottom half is the next one to address. I find it's less critical. As long as the top half is correctly dressed, then that's where your core is, and that will generally help keep the rest of you warm. Plus, obviously, your legs are doing the work and they're moving, so they do require less warmth. There's two options really, shorts or leggings. And again, this is down to personal preference and temperature. And yes, I'm a man who will be seen in public running in leggings because it's cold. You don't need posh or expensive leggings, but if you get cold or you're doing slower efforts, they can make a big difference. I can't really recommend sock options as such, because I feel you still need to be comfortable and well fitting in the shoes that you wear. Not everybody has choices to have extra pairs of shoes that can then allow for thicker socks. But if you have a little bit of wiggle room, there is waterproof socks available. There is, again, merino socks and various different warmer socks than you perhaps might run with in the summer. Or, ideally buy a pair of shoes half size bigger if you're going to do a lot of winter running. This is a good idea. There is Gore-Tex versions and shoes around, but I have mixed views on that one. If you do have any more questions on this subject, or I've missed anything blatantly obvious, do please drop me a comment or leave a thing below and I'll get back to you. I'll add any more details or advice if required, and do feel free to share this video to anyone who you might find this useful. Thanks for watching.